So I'm actually kind of excited about this video. This is the first time we're going to try to integrate the electronics with the actual hardware of the coinbot and see if we can get them coordinated. In the last few videos, we got the electronics working. That means we got both stepper motors turning, we got them to stop when we press a specific limit switch, and we also got the addressable LED strip that we're going to use to light the coins working. Now we're going to take those electronics and place them into the actual hardware of the coinbot. And in this first series, we're going to try to get the coin sorter working. In a previous video, I described how the coin sorter worked. But this part is really allowing a coin to drop from the top in any location and move it out to the sides so that it can be dropped in any one of the 10 sorted stacks that are around the outside of the coinbot. That will allow us to sort the coins by features that are identified by the machine learning algorithm that will eventually power this coinbot. As I'm putting this together, I'll kind of walk through how each of the parts works. This first layer that I'm installing here is going to be the coin sorter. That white disk is powered by one of the stepper motors that we got working in the previous videos. Next to that white disk, underneath the orange bit here, you can see that we can attach one of these limit switches. And this white disk also on the bottom has a little cog that sticks out, and that is what's going to trip that limit switch and let us know when we're in the home position. There's actually a GT2 timing belt that connects the stepper motor to the coin sorter, that white disk that we're talking about. There's actually 4 mounting screws that attach this stepper motor to the coin sorter, but there's a small issue with the hole sizing here, so I can only install 2 of them. But that should be plenty for the testing that we're going to do here. And I have some cogs and pinions that actually hold everything together. So I can, once I install the stepper motor, I have the belt installed and the coin sorter installed in those bearings. But once I've finished installing the stepper motor and the white disc that's the coin sorter, I can actually flip the whole thing over and attach it to the coin stacker. That's this black base part here that we've talked about in much earlier videos. Once I have that all flipped over and connected, I can actually connect everything up to the Raspberry Pi again. That will be the limit switch, and the 4 wires of the stepper motor also have to be attached to the stepper motor hat that's on top of the Raspberry Pi. Once we have all those wired up, we can actually run that script again and see if this coin sorter will actually home. We'll know that the coin sorting homing mechanism is working properly if it stops in the same position every time. So let's give it a test. So we can see that the coin sorter stopped in this position between this one bearing and the coin studio. And the interesting part about this is that the stepper motor is held in position and won't allow the coin sorter to turn once it reaches that home position. So I actually have to hit the other limit switch in order to turn that off, and then I can rotate that coin sorter freely again. Once I do that, once I rotate it out of the home position, we can run the script again and see if the coin sorter stops in the same position. If it does, I think we can call this a success. Here goes nothing, fingers crossed. So again, it stopped in exactly the same position, which is exactly what we wanted it to do. It stopped right between that bearing and the coin studio. I've tested this now several times on the bench without filming it, and it stopped in exactly the same position every time. The home position for the coin sorter is going to be directly over that little drawer that I built to hold the majority of coins that have little to no value. But as I look down into the coinbot, I can see that the coin sorter is not perfectly aligned with that hole. So in a later version, I will put the cog just a little bit farther forward so that coin sorter rotates into the perfect spot. But for now, I can adjust that in the software, and once it homes, I can just jog it forward just a little bit to make sure that it's perfectly aligned. And I think that's enough for this video. I'm really excited that that just kind of worked out of the box. This is an idea that I had, and I put it in CAD, 3D printed it, and it all just kind of worked when I actually got the electronics plugged in. I don't expect that to happen all the time. In tomorrow's video, I really want to work on the software a little bit. I want to make sure that we can jog that coin sorter into position so that it's perfectly aligned over the drawer. I also want to see if I can adjust the software to move the coin sorter from the home position to any one of the other 10 positions in the coin stacker. This is day 26 of a 30-day challenge I've given myself to post a video to YouTube every day in the month of September. And as always, if you have feedback for me about how I can build better coin sorters or make better videos, please leave a comment down below. But for now, that's my 2 cents. Thanks for watching, everyone. Stay awesome.